Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Joytoy's 1/18 scale 1 of 3 Wandering Earth action figures. Now I've had these for a little bit. It's hard to prioritize what videos to make first, but I thought it was about due because the exosuit used for this character has been used now for the very popular 10th Legion Flying Cavalry. So it's kind of a perfect opportunity to do these characters for our channel and do some comparisons with the new 10th Legion. So this is the packaging that it comes in. On the front we have a nice window box showing the character and the actual some of the accessories. On the bottom right we have the Chinese and we have the Wandering Earth. Top of the box we have Joytoy. The bottom of the box we have a Joytoy. This side of the box we have some age recommendations, ages 15 and up. We have warning tricking has a small parts for ages children under 3. Some other symbols there. We have UPC. The back we have 1 of 3 on the top right. We have the Wandering Earth logo there with the back of the artwork of the character. Looks really good. This side we have Wandering Earth. We have product parameters and company information. So if you guys want to pause and read that, you can. Alright, so let's go ahead and get him out of the package and see what we got. Very flexible plastic. Very easy to take the figure out and put him back in. Very nice artwork. We have a product insert. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's upside down. Very nice. I've been wanting to check this movie out on Netflix, but it's all in Chinese. I'm not sure if I want to sit for 2 hours and read a movie. If I want to read something, I'll read a book. Here we have component parts and shows us 3 figures and the figure all tore down and all his accessories around him. On this side we have some precautions and how to disassemble your figure if you have to do that, to remove parts, replace joints, etc. So let's see. Packaging held by friction. Let's get this guy out of packaging and see what he looks like. So let's start off by looking at that head sculpt. So I think a lot of these 3 figures are probably the same except for the head sculpt. Pretty nice, not too bad. Dark brown hair. Basic haircut, nothing special about it. Now the real interesting part of this figure is this Exo Armor here, Exo suit. To see how well that is put together and comparable to the newer figures. So as you can see here, the armor is actually the armor. The exosuit actually comes down and snaps into the suit just like the newer figures that we currently been seeing. It's really good there. We have the silver around the connection points. It's like we have, let me find my, here we go. It's like we have a Chinese flag down inside there behind this gear. On his chest looks like we have a working carabiner. That's pretty cool. Connected to 2 straps here and here. Wow. There's a lot going on here. Oh, look at those gloves. Those gloves looks incredible. With the silver paint on the black. The detail on that is really, really nice. So the arm exosuit, we have some silver and black throughout. Yeah, this is definitely different from the 10th Legion Flying Cavalry. Yeah, that's it. So we have this backpack. So we have a pig hole here. We have some white hoses coming down and attached to his back side there. Then we have another box here. That probably connects to his Galligan / minigun. I do enjoy the paintwork on here. The attention to detail is incredible. Looks really good. Silver here. Really nice. So we come down here, we have a gun holster on the front of his thigh. Obviously would be the only place to put something like that due to this leg exosuit. It looks like the this part is connected to a waist piece here. We do have the black and we have the silver touches throughout, which is really good because it breaks up all the black. So on this side, we have pretty much same follow through with the black and the silver little touches. Lots of sculpt work, lots of things going on there. Do we have the black boots? So overall, we have an amazing sculpt work. Did notice that this thing right here keeps wanting to fall. His arm piece here keeps falling off. These things are made just to go over the hand, and I think that this is a little bigger diameter than it needs to be for it actually to stay on the armor. I'm betting we're going to have a lot of articulation hindrance because of the overall design of the figure. But aesthetically, it looks amazing. So 360 look. Man, I can't get over those gloves. They look so awesome. It's actually a little heavy figure. I wonder how well he stands. He's balanced pretty good. Not too bad. So for the head, we have side to side. Looks good. We have it down. And we have an up. So this is the older style neck. It's like we have a neck joint down the side here. And then you have the upper head joint. Rotates 360. I think at the neck and at the just below the chin. So it gets you a wide range of motion. That looked pretty funny. Like, whoa! Like he's on a spaceship or something. So for his arms are on a ball joint. Obviously these figures are going to rotate 360 all the way around. But so without forcing the figure, that's about all his hands. His arms will go up in the front. As you can see how it hits right there. But it will do a rotation of 360. You got to remove all this gear. Let's just see how well he has rotation here at the elbow. It rotates 360 all the way around. You can see right here. And see that came off. As soon as you start raising up, this piece wants to slide down the arm and then pop off. See, it just popped off. For the hand, we have a up and down 360 rotation, and this one's and in and out rotation. We do have a side to side on the waist. It does a nice ab crunch. Does go back a little bit. Pretty good for that belt being on. Belt right here. As you can see, this belt piece. So this upper piece is a separate piece from this. It's connected to the belt, and all this is one piece. Best that I can tell. So it actually sits really nice. Nice job. We have a little bit of a actually pretty good split. I'm impressed. I see that armor popped off right there. Those are just attached on the side. So we go this way. Too bad. For the knees, we have double jointed knees, and they go up pretty far for being all that gear. Very nice. And the feet do pivot down, pivot up, 360 rotation on the ball, and we have a side to side. Very nice articulation for this figure. It's kind of wonky with all the gear, But aesthetically, it looks beautiful, and it fits the part from the show. If you have ever seen like maybe a trailer, I've never seen the movie, but I've seen the trailer, and I went to watch it a couple times. But I do wish there was an English dub version of it. I wish there is. I don't know, aware of, but I would love to see the movie without having to sit and read a 2-hour movie. Pause in it, and it just kind of takes away from the whole, the whole experience, basically. So not bad at all. So let's go ahead and set him back here. Let's see what he got in here. Accessory wise, let's get all this out. What's really I like about this, I'm a big fan of black on action figures. I think it looks really cool. It's done right, especially if he breaks it up a lot of little details that break up the color. And I do love this black suit. But really made me want these figures is this amazing this helmet sculpt here. We have this very large clear dome. It's incredible. And I'm not sure if it's coming through. The detail of this helmet is incredible. But you can see down the side there, again here, there's some gold paint. There it is, right there. Almost like a speaker type communication. There's one on this side also. And that's inside there. That is amazing. This is a beautiful helmet. Look at all the paint on the side of this thing. Nice gold touches here. Look at just look at the level of detail here and here, especially around the base of the seal. We have a little bit of red and silver there on the front. Looks incredible, incredible amount of detail. So let's go ahead and zoom out, and we will see how well this helmet goes on. Man, that's beautiful. Perfect fit. And look at that. Crystal clear dome. Amazing paint. That's really, really nice. Very cool. Definitely happy if you had a space shuttle. That'd be cool. Okay, so we have, let's go with the little pistol here. Unique kind of design. Not sure how well that's going to fit into that holster, but see how well he holds it first. It's hard to see through the camera. Go ahead and take care of that, and now we can see what it looks like. Okay, the hands are very, very soft plastic, so but he holds it really nice. I do love the paintwork on his gloves. I know I've said that already, but it just blows my mind how much detailed paint they did just on the hands. Wow. Definitely see why these figures, not only because they're a movie product, but the work that went into these figures and why they're so expensive. Holds it really, really nice. And for the holster, this leg, let's see how we can put through this here. He holds it pretty good. Fits right in there. It's kind of hard to see because it's got the black on black, but it's not going to fall off. Looks really, really good. Okay, not bad at all. Kind of unique design pistol. So let's go through these three parts here so we can figure out what they are. Here we have looks like we have kind of a mechanical arm, and more like it's going to be for the Gatling gun / minigun, whatever you want to call it. For one end to hold the Gatling gun, and then one end probably through his backpack. Let's see what we have on the articulation here. Yeah, it's spinning right there. I'm so afraid to move this. I don't want to break it. We have articulation over here too. And it's like we have a little bit of up and down. Not too bad. That is very small. Look how thin that looks. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you look right there, man, it's a thin. So use caution there if I was you. Then we have looks like we have a gun belt of ammunition, belt fed Gatling gun. And here we have the Galligan, pretty nicely sculpted, all sculpt work there. The handle here on the back. We have the some of the mechanisms here on the top. Looks like we do have a peg hole right there. Front of it, nice detail. Too bad we have a handle here. Alright, so I'm going to go for a few seconds and see how this thing works, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, as I'm expecting these two pieces, you have a piece here, and there's a hole on the bottom of the Gatling gun. So I tried to put this piece in. It seems like the diameter is too big, but we'll come over here and be able to sit on here, but it wants to rotate pretty freely. I'm not sure which end. It apparently would have to be that end if I cannot get that to the diameter for that to fit in here. Oh, it actually does. I have to push this a little harder. It's more snugger here, but I just want to be very careful about how we turn that without breaking those tight joints. All right, just wanted to point that out, and so let's see how well this fits on the figure. Okay, so it looks like there is a little hole right there on his belt, and it looks like that this piece would fit in there, but it is quite tight, and I'm kind of worried about breaking it. So I'm thinking that goes in there, and this bar swings around so we can manipulate the gun. Also, I think the gun belt fits here in this box, like so. And then that, once you get the gun on, would fit right here on the side of this gun. Yeah, that was it. There it is. So you're going to bring that around, and then he will hold the gun. Once you figure out how to articulate this arm, you can definitely get the figure to hold his weapon like so. I'm going to have to work on seeing how well we can get that arm to fit, because it doesn't seem it wants to move a whole lot. But that's the idea, I guess. You just got to find the right configuration, and then you can utilize the minigun. So that's really wild on how that design is. Okay, so I played around with it for a while. It is definitely a little puzzle. So you can see there is a lot going on. So that does go in. It is a little pain to get that peg to fit in there without. You got to basically find your comfortable configuration of this bar. But then you would think that when you come around, this hand for the back of the gun, but it doesn't kind of work out that way. You got to bring this around and get him on this side of the body to hold the back piece, and then for this hand to hold the front grip. And then you kind of got to maneuver the gun belt around. So there's a lot going on in this character. And then when you bring this forward, at least on my copy, this kind of pops off. Again, it is probably a better configuration maybe that I'll have to play around with for my own personal interest, and then maybe you guys can play around with yours and see what you get. But overall, it's not too bad. It's not a bad figure. pretty cool. Retail price. Now, if you buy this guy, this is the guy that was just buying this guy and forgetting about the other two. If you buy him, you're probably looking around $50. And then if you buy all three, it's between high 80s, close to $90. Kind of from China, but if you buy them in the United States, you're looking, could be up to like $109 for the entire set. So you have to weigh the options on what you want, if you just want the one, if you want all three. So we'll be taking a look at the other two here shortly. Let's take a look at the comparisons for the 10th Cavalry suits. Let's see how I can do this without losing all the pieces to these guys. So we can see a lot of articulation in the exosuit, which didn't really touch on because there's so much. If you really want to see kind of a detail on the articulation on this guy, check out the review for this guy. I kind of forgot about it, but there's so much going on. There's a lot of movement there. But just kind of how that looks. I'm going to get my hand out of the way so you guys can see the legs. So you can definitely see they got a lot of the parts from, this initial design. So I lost our gun. Over here you can see the difference on the leg armor. He has his new gun holster versus him on his lab head. The actual armor is that's kind of different, unless it's just the paint. But the overall back of it is, let me take this guy off. There we go. So that's how that looks. Not too bad. Very, very detailed. Very, very cool. So, the figure is kind of fiddly. There's a lot going on. It's really cool. If you're a fan of Wandering Earth, if you're a fan of these exosuits, you're looking for a pretty high-end premium figure, this is your guy. Definitely, for sure. I recommend them. They're really cool. It's going to be kind of hard to play with them sometimes because of the stuff falling off of the armor. But they're really, really interesting characters. Perfectly painted. I love the black. I love the gloves. That helmet is absolutely amazing. You probably could take the exosuit off and just use it as an astronaut, because you have the suit on, and then use the helmet, and it still look fantastic. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video, and we will see you in our next review.